And this year, a lot of toughness. Second half about to begin. 43-27. Bill Velasquez with Alan Gregorio, Trishka Echeverria, and EJ Gamboa. Directed by Abet Ramos.
There's a big second quarter spurge on the part of San Beda. Problema dito, no? Yung lalim talaga ng bench. Dito kumuna ng San Beda is what really gave them this big lead here at the start of the third quarter.
Same starting unit for both teams except for Ian Sangalang joining the Stags. Now, again, partner, with this kind of a starting unit for San Sebastian, who do you leave on the bench? Gilbert Bulawan, practically.
Well, you still have Anthony Del Rio right there, but it's just Bulawan and Anthony Del Rio. We're not looking at other guys anymore who can really step up. And you see that at the half during game one, it was 44-40, just a 4-point lead for San Beda. And this time, it's a big 16-point lead, allowing only 27 points to San Sebastian scoring at the half.
Abueva to Raimundo. Raimundo trying to attack Rose De La Rosa. Had to overcome Dave Marcelo. Marcelo not getting as many minutes as he did in game one because of the good play of Semerad. 43-29 now. Marcelo shovels it inside. Hermida. Tough shot. Threw the ball away last trip up the floor. Abueva gathering steam. He is bumped and scores. He probably leads the league in end one situation.
Nakita mo yung gulang talaga, no? After a little separation. Look at that. Just a little separation against the big man. Etong si Marcelo did not know that it was really a very tough shot on the part of Calvin Abueva. Pero tumama talaga, no? So good call on the part of the referee.
All right, let's get Trishka's dish on what happened at halftime in our Samsung Courtside update for San Sebastian. Trishka?
Teamwork was the main emphasis of the Stags' halftime huddle. According to Coach, they've all been playing on their own, fighting for the ball instead of boxing out, and forcing shots instead of moving that ball around. He wants to see more communication, coordination, and faster ball movement. The need for composure was also brought up again. Let's focus on playing the game and not on playing our opponents. The goal is to bounce back slowly and work extra hard in this third quarter to avoid being in the same situation they had in game one. Bill?
All right, and Rome De La Rosa adding to the difficulties of San Sebastian.
You know, that's a very good point on the part of Coach Chato Agustino. You've been playing very physical, and you're just giving free throws to the opposing team.
Yes.
Why don't you focus on the things that you have to do in the offense and not focus on the things that the other team is doing?
Sangalang babying that shot after a great read by his teammates. And I remember last year when a lot of these guys were rookies, they were playing better. Marcelo banking one in.
That's why he was a candidate for most improved player for this year, Dave Marcelo. Sadya niya ba yun? Mukha naman eh.
Sasabihin naman niya, oo eh. Abueva bumped from behind by Marcelo, using his quickness to advantage. 7 minutes, 46 seconds to go. Third foul of Marcelo. 2 fouls on the Red Lions. The Golden Stags are still clean. 15-point for San Beda. They've been to the finals the last 5 seasons.
And because Dave Marcelo has been fouling Calvin Abueva, he's given a rest. And now it's the job of Sudan Daniel to stop this onslaught of Calvin Abueva.
And they're putting Gilbert Bulawan back into the game obviously to pester Sue Daniel.
And that's a chess match that's happening between Coach Chato Agustino and Coach Frankie Lim. Every time you see Sue Daniel there inside, you will expect the physicality of Gilbert Bulawan. And that's exactly what you pointed out. The moment Sue Daniel comes into the game, Gilbert Bulawan is there to follow.
Abueva, trouble with the handles. Could have gotten an easy two. Now the defense is set. Samira whipping into Bulawan over Daniel. Overshot it. Taken back by Pascual. Decides to shoot. He's blocked by Lanete. Lead is 14. Daniel from the outside. smiles at Calvin Abueva.
And they've been taking the secondary break. Actually, the big men are allowed to take the outside shot because there's another big man inside. So the same kind of a shot that was taken by Dave Marcelo a while ago.
Gatchalian missing. San Sebastian gets it back. Abueva pounding it inside. They throw it ahead. Hermida has De La Rosa with him. Missing the layup, and De La Rosa inadvertently undercutting Abueva. Let's find out what EJ got from the dugout of San Beda and her Samsung Courtside update.
Yes, Bill, for this second half, Coach Frankie motivated his boys to give it all out. After all the physical pressure from first half, he told them that they must continuously make stops and they must also wash out their hands on defense. They must also execute the game plan. Along with that, he wants them to make the smart decisions and exert effort on the little things that would lead them to huge things. Lastly, Coach Frankie said to the boys, isang taon, ilang buwan, ilang araw, ilang minuto, ilang segundo, ang mga pinaghirapan natin ito ay para sa pagkakataon na ito. Bill, back to you.
All right. Kinuwenta na lahat.
Totoo naman, eh.
Oo.
History in the making actually for San Beda, 18 straight wins.
Second foul on Kyle Pascual. Calvin Abueva, 14 points. Ronald Pascual, 10 points per game. Today each has 2. Lead is 16. Pamboy Raimundo stepping on the gas, dishing it off. Gilbert Bulawan, break for San Sebastian. They need a lot more of those.
One of those opportunities that there was a 3-on-2 break for San Sebastian. Good pass, good decision on the part of Pamboy Raimundo.
Daniel with Abueva leaning all over him.
It was an off-the-ball foul which is going to be called on. It's going to be called on Borge Hermida. He does not like the way Pamboy Raimundo is defending him. So he reacted on that one.
San Beda in penalty early. San Sebastian still clean. And Hermida now replaced by Cara, who has done a solid job of backing him up. Gilbert Bulawan, 6 points for in this period. The lead is down to 12. We have a timeout. 5. And our Hardcourt Heartthrob brought to you by Silverworks. Calvin Abueva, vote for your ultimate Hardcourt Heartthrob. Look for Silverworks on Facebook now. Silverworks, very proud. Selected by Mickey Mirabueno. Happy birthday.
So saan tayo?
Yan pala mga type mo.
Saan tayo, Mickey, pagkatapos?
49-37.
And you know, speaking about heartthrobs, there are 2 heartthrobs who are watching us right now. Chris Chu and JV Casio. They're watching from the arena.
JV was here earlier.
They're saying hi to you, Bill.
Watch this. A lot of contact between the two. So what else is new? Third foul on Abueva. Only the first for San Sebastian in this quarter.
You know, this is a very manageable lead on the part of San Beda. Just a 12-point lead. We're only in the third quarter with still 5 minutes and 39 seconds. This is an eternity of basketball.
Aram. Can't get the penetration. Goes to De La Rosa. Long one. Pascual and Daniel hit the deck. Goes to Bulawan. Raimundo not getting the basketball on this play. Good block by Jake Pascual. Abueva faking off 2 defenders. Rejected by Pascual again. Karan, casual jumper, in and out. Another rebound for Bulawan. Raimundo trying to settle his team down.
But you know, the defense, I'm very amazed with how the defense is being played here in the third quarter. Both teams are struggling because of the good defense they're playing against each other.
Raimundo sidestepping, kicking it out. Pascual open for 3. No. San Beda wants to push it up. De La Rosa has an open line. There's a foul. It's probably on Pascual.
And really, for San Sebastian to be able to win this ball game, you've got the A game. You need the A game of the Pinatubo twins, Ronald Pascual and Calvin Abueva. But so far, only Calvin Abueva has been doing his thing. What a big-time struggle in offense for Ronald Pascual. Ayun, sabay pa silang ipinahinga dito.
And you have Del Rio and Sangala. Crucial stretch of the game, partner, because if San Beda increases this lead, San Sebastian might not have enough juice left to come back. On the other hand, if San Sebastian is able to trim this lead down, be a very interesting fourth quarter.
Well, Ian Sangalang had a good number in the first half. He had 10 points. It's a far cry from a big difference from the 4 points that he had in game number 1.
De La Rosa making both. 51-37.
Still a Baker's dozen lead for the red shirts of Coach Frankie Lim.
Del Rio leaving the ball behind. And he's really not in this game. He's a zombie. And the coaching staff doesn't know what to make of it. Like I said, like we've been saying, Alan, it's the bench.
Well, they need a lot more support from the bench. Talking about San Sebastian, every time their main men are not playing, it's the time that the bench of the opposing team, San Beda, steps up.
Raimundo whistled for the foul, and he believed that he had a clean block from behind.
And I think we've got to check that. We can see right here, was it good timing on the part of... it was a foul.
He got the ball first. So Karam at the free throw line. Third foul on Pamboy.
Well, it was something that would change the shot of Anjo Karam. It was a good call on the part of the ref.
And look at this. Jovic de la Cruz coming to the game for the first time with 4:26 to go in the third quarter. Very unusual.
Well, we have not seen Gorospe. We have not seen so much
Oh, yes.
of the other guys. While on the other side, for Coach Frankie Lim, he has really used his bench to his advantage. Still a big 15-point lead.